My name's Jacob San Martin, and this is my 1953 Chevy Business Coupe, the Suspect. And everything on this car is original and unique to the 150 series, which is what the business coupes came in, you know, plain Jane model of all the Chevys. There's no side moldings, no window moldings. The only molding there is the belt line molding. Yeah, the gravel shields on this car, they're rubber. You know, the 150s came with rubber gravel shields as opposed to the 210s and the Bel Airs that had the stainless. And I haven't seen anywhere where you can buy these. These are the original ones that came with this car, and it's just another little unique feature that's really distinct to the 150s. And I decided to keep it on there because whenever I go to a show or something, people are like, "Oh, did you paint your stainless gravel shields?" And they feel them in the rubber, and they're like, "Whoa, the rubber!" And you know, I tell them the story, and you know, it's just one of those little wow factors. Yeah, the dash for these 150 series cars, they're pretty unique. As opposed to the 210s and the Bel Airs, you know, the glove box on these, it's just plain. You know, on 210s and Bel Airs, they have the glove box that looks like the speaker grill. You know, I have the original radio delete. The dash strip that I have for this car is the original one that came with this one. I didn't buy it. It was in great condition. Also, the 150, they have their own unique steering wheel. It's just a plain Jane steering wheel, and that's the original horn cap that I have right there. I also have the clock delete right there in my gauge cluster. There's no back seat, being that this is a business coupe. Business coupes do not have a back seat, and you know, people keep asking me for rides, and I'm like, hey, sorry, it's a 3-seater. I'm not your chauffeur. But yeah, business coupe, no back seat. My heater that I have for this car is my original heater. I didn't buy it, it came with this car, and you know, taking the heater core out, it was in perfect condition. So I'm really lucky that it's still in good condition. Yeah, moving to the motor, it's a 235 inline 6. It was out of a 54 Chevy. It's a Power Glide motor, and I'm running a split manifold. As far as my pipe size, it's 1 3/4 halfways and 2s all the way to the back. No mufflers, no glass pads, just I'm running straight pipes. I'm running a single wire Chevy alternator and upgraded the whole system to 12 volts. As you can see, I hit all my wiring, so you know, it looks nice and clean. Yeah, I have the stock 3-speed transmission, you know, running 3 on the tree. Drums all the way around. You know, it's not the easiest thing to stop. Yeah, as far as tires and rims, I'm running 600s bi-split white walls on 15-inch rims. As far as suspension, the only thing we did was just lower the bag with D-arch leaf springs, you know, just taking a few from the pack also. Give it a nice little tail dragger look. As far as that, everything else is pretty much just stock. We got this car back in January of 2000. It was the first Pomona swap meet of that year. And my dad originally bought it as a parts car for his other 53, which he eventually gave to my brother. But you know, after looking at the car, seeing its condition, he saw it was in pretty good condition to restore. So I was 3 years old at the time, and he said, "Hey Jake, here's your car." And I was just a little kid, you know, but I called it my car. I'd be in elementary school, I'd tell kids I had a car, and they never believed me. I mean, what 3-year-old has a car? I mean, it wasn't driving, but it was my car, and I dropped pictures of it, and I still have my little elementary school pictures of my car that I used to draw, and yeah, it wasn't until my sophomore year of high school that my dad and I started working on this car, and every time we uncovered it, you know, we had it under a cover. Every time we uncovered it, you know, all of a sudden code enforcement would show up out of nowhere, take pictures, you know. And then we get letters in the mail saying that, you know, we can't have junk in our driveway, junk. And then that's when my dad told me the story that this car right here kind of set up problems for us and our neighbors, our next door neighbors. Because when my dad brought the car home originally, our next door neighbor came outside yelling and screaming, "Oh, you can't have junk in the, you know, this is a city, this and that, this isn't a junkyard." And all the time, he would always just call the cops on us, all the time, for nothing. Just this car kind of set everything off. And after they realized that, you know, it's no big deal, they started bringing code enforcement over here, and we'd still get letters and stuff in the mail. So that's how I came up with the name. I figured the law was always after it, so I called it the suspect. It fit the car. Yeah, so sophomore year I started working on it, and the biggest push into working on this car was my oldest brother George. You know, one time he had his truck outside, and I was just staring at my car under the cover, and I said, "You know what, man? I want to work on my car." And that's when he told me, "Hey Jake, man, just make yourself a list, because the Pomona's this Sunday." So I made myself a list, and you know, everything just snowballed from there, and that's when we got started. That's when we started getting into it. But yeah, working on this car there was so many problems that we ran into, but you know, I never lost sight of what I wanted. I remember scraping all the grease cruds, you know, being inside, cleaning it out, because we had a lot of car parts stored in there. My dad used to store car parts in my car because, you know, business coupe, it's got a lot of space in there. Everything was in there. But I would be cleaning it out. Old headliner would be falling off on me. And this was all in the summer, so it's 100 degrees outside. I was sweating so much, just living off of cold iced tea. And I'd just be sitting there in the driver's seat, right there, blazing hot outside, and I'd just be sitting in my oldies right there. And my dad would come outside and be like, "Jacob, what are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Psh, man, I'm cruising." So all the time, just never lost sight. Always kept that in mind. Yeah, so I never lost sight of my dream. And my junior year, we got the car running and driving. And I still remember my maiden voyage. You know, well, my dad drove the car first because I wasn't able to drive to be on the tree yet, but I still have the maiden voyage video, and just seeing that car move is just undescribable. Because this is a car that I've seen ever since I was a little kid just sit there under a cover, and here I am just bringing it back to life. Me and my dad working on it, and seeing it finally move after who knows how long. It was it's undescribable. It was my senior year in high school, and I wanted to drive my car. Senior year in high school. So what we did was, I told my dad, "Hey, just can I take my car out for my birthday? Let me drive it to school." And he didn't want me to, but you know, I still did. And after a while, he kind of eased up, and I drove my car to high school for my birthday. You know, it was in 1,000 different colors, but I mean, it was a good day. It was a really good day. So around February was my school's winter formal dance, and I wanted to take my car. You know, it was my tradition or it was my goal that I wanted to take my car to every single important event of my senior year, and just drive it every now and then. You know, but so it was around February, and I wanted to take it to the dance, and I was in the process of hooking up my stereo. You know, I had it out. I was soldering all the wires there, but since it was February, around that time it starts raining. Well, it was the day before winter formal, and I could have either wired in my wipers or my stereo, because I get home late all the time. But so I had to make a choice. So I was like, do I wire in my wipers or do I wire in my stereo? But I didn't care. I wired in my stereo. I needed my tunes, you know. I still remember, you know, being in that 100-degree weather, just thinking right there, you know, my hand on the steering wheel, just singing my tunes, knowing that one day I'll be able to cruise it with my music, you know, my oldies. dad didn't want me to wire in my stereo. He wanted me to do my wipers. That's kind of gambling. So I'm right there, pouring rain. Cause that day it was raining when I got home. I was right there in the rain. It was dark outside. I had a little headlight on. Right there in the car, just setting everything up. I was putting my speakers in. I was putting my stereo in, wiring in everything, going in and out of the car, and I'm just limping around because I had my toenail removed that same month. I'm just right there, just getting to work, and I probably finished around 11:30. And then once I finished, I called my mom outside, come. And then I set it up on my phone. First song I play is Duke of Earl. Right there, I turn it up. I felt like a caveman that just made fire. It's a feeling like no other. And this day, I get ready, and then I head out, pick up my date, playing my tunes, cruising right there with my oldies. But, that night was a great night. I had a lot of fun with my friends and my high school buddies, and just having a lot of fun, on the dance floor, coming back. We went to IHOP after. It's a lot of fun. The biggest part was my stereo. I've always wanted my stereo. So slowly but surely I was making my dreams come true, and I've always wanted dual exhaust because my brother's truck had dual exhaust. I love the sound of dual exhaust on a straight six. And I hear other cars with straight pipes, dual exhaust, and I just love the sound. So around March, I got my pipes done for 350 here in Paris, and the best 350 I ever spent, by the way. And just everything was coming together, cruising my car. I had my pipes, took it to a dance, had my stereo, everything was coming to life, But it was only after all that hard work that I put in, sweating my butt off in the sun, not giving up, never giving up, just keeping my own ball and just making it happen. And my car doesn't have upholstery, so I like to carry a lot of stuff in here. Whenever I jam with my band, the leg pipes, I have my upright bass inside my car, my guitar in my car. Whenever I hit the shoulder with the stripe pad, I can carry all my paintings and stuff in there, striping stuff in there, just load it all up, handle business with the business coupe, pop my trunk, set everything up right there, and just go to work. And for my band's last show, the Leg Types, we played 2 shows. It was the Ranch show in Nuevo and the Rock the Bell show over in Riverside. And I took part of both, so I was striping at that one, at the Nuevo show, and then pulled out my bass, playing on stage, and then same thing over at the Rock the Bell show, and I had a great time. It was kind of my ultimate dream to take my car to high school prom, and I was able to do that. So it was like a week before prom, I started wet sanding my car because my car had a lot of deep scratches and gouges because we kind of rushed the body work to get it primered for my picture. So we're right there wet sanding because we're going to throw some filler primer over there to cover up the scratches. And so I'm wet sanding the car right there, and then we finish about 2 days before prom, and we're also drilling the roof for the center support bracket to put the visor on. That way we can take it on the freeway and drive up to freeway speeds, because if not, it'll just be flopping around and might piss them off. So it was the day before prom. My dad and I, we shoot the car over at our buddy's house, over at Gabe's house, and so we shoot the car, and we had to let it dry and stuff. So the next day we go over to pick it up, and that was the day of prom. So I get up at 6 in the morning. No, I got up at 5 in the morning, and then was over there by 6 o'clock. Okay, so we picked up the car, put the bumpers back on, drove it back home, and just all day I was just assembling the car, putting everything back together, because that night I was going to take it to my prom. And the big biggest hassle was the center support, just because the metal that's right there on the inside is put the bolts. And but we got it done. My brother helped me, my dad helped me, and we finished on time. So that whole day was nothing but reassembly and cleaning the car, getting it ready, shining up my white walls, doing what I have to do. Because that night I was taking it to prom. So sure enough, around 3 or 4 o'clock, I started getting ready. Come outside, my suit I got over at El Pachuco in Fullerton, and I have my chain on, whole deal, got the wingtips on. I'm taking pictures with my family. My mom's taking pictures with her new camera. We're taking pictures with all the cars that we have, and it was great. It was a dream come true. And took pictures with my dad, my brothers, and it was just a dream come true. Here I am, 17, big Chevy that my father and I built. I'm gonna take it to prom. It was a great day. And then we roll out over there. I was doing great on the freeway. I had the visor on, center support, had my skirts on finally, and everyone right there is getting out of their limos, their party buses, their little tuxedos or whatever. I'm just right there in the traffic, just wrapping my pipes right there because I had my dual pipes. And then I come out the car wearing my zoot suit, the whole deal, and it was just a great night. My dad drove my car back just because I didn't want to leave it there, but it was fun. Prom was great. Had a lot of good times, a lot of friends, and just looking back, I remember all the sweat, all the struggle, all the stuff I had to deal with just to get my car to where it's at, all the sacrifice I had to make. But I never once did I lose sight of what I wanted to do. I made it happen, and it wasn't without the help of my family and some friends that this was possible, and I'm very thankful to be where I'm at, because not every 17-year-old can say, that they've had a car since they were 3 years old, that their father and they built it, that they took it to their prom, their winter formal, and towards the end of the year also, I took my car to all the important events of my school, senior awards, anything that happened, my car was there. So my car to me symbolizes, all the time that I got to share with my dad, because it was a really big bonding experience with my dad, and I'm proud of what we built, So my car was always there, and not only that, my car pushed me into the career that I want to go into, and that's why I'm going to attend the Christian college, so I can spend the rest of my life restoring automobiles. And yeah.